It's 2040 and President Keanu Reeves reigns supreme. What events led up to this moment? A constitutional amendment allowing a Canadian man to become president. Or American just annexes Canada. Trump killed his puppy. The Oprah and Kanye years were terribly bleak, driving America almost to collapse. God Emperor Keanu announced his presidential bid, and everybody else dropped out of the race in deference to his immortal wisdom. Monsieur all is well. At the dawn of our new glorious golden age, 20 Primarchs are created from his genetic material, creating the lieutenants who will lead his empire. The exterminatus of lobbyists, inside traders, and super PACs begins. Stupid 14-year-old fucking Redditors being old enough to vote. When the Big Chungus Wholesome 100 everyone like that. No one was able to claim sexual assault. Wouldn't that exclude him from being able to be president, or did I misinterpret this whole thing? It was sexual assault because they all wanted to fuck. Hi monsieur, so yeah? You misinterpreted the joke. The internet expanded, and as a joke Keanu Reeves ran for president but was surprised he won because of the expansion of the internet. I mean, a lot of people thought Trump was running as a joke. Well, his presidency is a joke too. I love Keanu Reeves as much as the next guy, but no. Nothing ever lead to that. Our Reddit moment. President Kanye West served his 2 full terms and Keanu ran unopposed against Dwayne Johnson, winning the 2036 election by a single vote and getting re-elected after successfully eradicating all money and making wholesomeness the true currency. Greater than ran unopposed, greater than against Dwayne Johnson. So you know what unopposed means. A bunch of meme-worshipping tweens are now old enough to vote. We attacked the machines, and they fought back. They put Neo in charge. Then we all had a dance rave in a cave. With the cave rave part of those movies, I always wondered where they got the skins to make the drums if they didn't have livestock. A genital editing system in Cyberpunk 2077. An excellent adventure. Lots of red and blue pills. Our election has changed from voting to the winner automatically being the coolest motherfucker on the planet. He's the only candidate without sexual harassment charges or a racist tweet. America became Wholesome 100 after renaming obesity to Chonkarino's disease. I fucking hate Reddit. I feel like there would be a great San Dimas bowling score evolution in there somewhere. High treason becomes legal. OMG, are you serious? SMH. He's president of the world with Alex Winters. After tiring of fuckhead politicians that spew nothing but hate, the philosophy of be excellent to each other is embraced. World peace is achieved. There are no more dickheads. Entertainment as we know it becomes boring and stale. After Keanu single-handedly killed Putin and took down CCP, he was hailed a hero across the world and named the president of the world. People being excellent to each other. No joking, but I wish people would start using "be excellent with each other" as a parting saying. It is so wholesome. We should all be excellent with each other in these trying times. We all finally emerged from the Matrix. President Donald Trump began the resurgence of celebrity presidents that Reagan started all those years ago, after Dwayne Johnson led us throughout the 2020s and brought back our economy to normality. We had to contend with the dark times of World War III against the Chinese-North Korean alliance in 2033, started by President Larson. The 2032 election was a repeat of 2016 all over again. But it was either Brie Larson or Kanye West. And America just decided to flip a coin this time. Larson had heads. Later on, we found out that Brie was really just a lab-grown clone of Hillary Clinton that was made years ago. But that's beside the point. Anyway, the global war with China and North Korea was short, but devastated our economy once more and left America with the reputation as the bully to the world for starting the war in the first place, since every other country just wanted to give in to China's demands. But then, the 2036 election came around. Larson was trying to get re-elected. but Ivanka Trump was running to oppose her. Ivanka wasn't bad, but was going to raise taxes to fix the economy, and no one wanted that. Ivanka seemed like she was going to be the popular candidate. But then, out of the blue, Keanu threw his hat in the race as an independent. It was the first time in modern history it became a legitimate three-person race. Keanu promised to save American jobs and restore peace to the world after a messy war against the fallen former communist state, but no one actually believed him when he said he could get the job done. Not at first. At least as November 2036 drew closer. We knew the words Keanu said to us rang true, even if we didn't know how yet. By November 2036, with 35% of the vote, Keanu had done the impossible and became the first independent president of the United States of the 21st century. We later found out Keanu was actually an immortal being from a distant planet that came to Earth 200 years ago, but that's beside the point. He managed to not only fix the United States, but help lead us into being a beacon of hope and peace worldwide. By the end of his first term, we were already beginning our mission to colonize Mars. Everyone in America and overseas agreed Keanu would become United States president for life, ushering in a new renaissance not only for America, but for Earth. The wholesome Keanu Chungus kids grew up and overthrew the government. Prepare to die. Reddit moment. Keanu is Canadian. Wholesome 100 Keanu Chungus Pupper Family Guy moment. Hopefully we'll have your dementia, and a few other things because he'll be pushing 90. Our Reddit moment. Our average Redditor. He was most welcome after the horrible administration of Alex Winter. Why we gotta wait that longa? Reddit did its thing. Cyberpunk 2077 was so successful literally everyone in the world bought and played the game, and its sequels Cyberpunk 2078, 2079, and the prequel 2076. Keanu's character becomes president in one of them, so they had to do it in real life. He goes to rallies and all he has to do is say "You're all breathtaking," and he runs unopposed. Probably more tragedy. Turns out there actually was a city burned. That was Washington, D.C. This bothers me, because in 2000, these questions could have been about Trump, and people would have thought that he had just as much of a chance of being president as Keanu does. Today, someone walked up to an electronic devices, opened Reddit and posted a hypothetical situation question in this sub. Trump killed his dog, Nuff said. Doesn't matter. We survived 2020's COVID-19. He's the one. He's always been the one. His alter ego Keanu Reeves finally escaped his digital prison that Bethesda so desperately tries to contain him with. Keanu united the world's governments underneath him in one last desperate attempt to stop Armageddon from occurring. Cyberpunk 2077. Someone killed his dog. He amends the Constitution so he's legally allowed to kill the perpetrator. Accidentally makes it so Canadians can be president, and he's elected without even running. Common sense. The US government allows you to vote via the internet. We allow a meme to win. It's the first step to the movie Idiocracy. An annexation of Canada and Mexico. A revolution that would overthrow the current government and reform it. They ended up with a more shitty version, and that would lead up to Keanu Reeves becoming president. The previous president, President Dwayne Elizondo Mounty and Herbert Camacho fucked the government up, so Reeves had to basically fuck everything back up to get it clean. Basically cleaning a room when a fucking hoarder lived there. WW3. He cleaned for office, and because he is the nicest badass ever, everyone voted for him. Monsieur, simple as that. A series of excellent decisions. Christ, this is the most Reddit-ass question I've ever seen in my life. He stopped an alien invasion. One thing lead to another. The reloading of the Matrix. We could all vote for him. Reddit as a write-in. Bad things, that's for sure. 2024, The Rock allows citizens of Canada, UK, Australia, and the land of the Kiwis to be president. 2032, President Keith makes Red Solo Cup the national anthem. 2040, President-elect Reeves defeats North Korea with bullet time. Nothing. It just naturally happened. Somebody killed his dog. The new Matrix movie changes everything. The election of Keanu Reeves as president in 2036. The entire population was rendered to retardation, and we all worship a somewhat likable actor. Because he isn't a scumbag like most others, and he is the most important thing in everyone's lives. As if it wasn't clear. Nobel Committee creates an awards Human of the Century to future President Reeves. 2040. Why would it take that long? People just wanting a good person in a position of power who knows what they are doing and has no ill intent to screw everyone over. Period. By everyone telling others that they're breathtaking. Everyone has to greet each other with "whoa," followed by "I know kung fu." Perfect food delivery service. Okay, check this out. So it all started with this gorilla, right? Rufus visited him and his friend Bill in a telephone booth. Matrix prequel. All it took Trump was the apprentice in a big field. Anything can happen. He was re-elected. Trump kills his dog. Keanu stabs his way to the presidency. With a fucking pencil. The internet. God happens to exist, and he comes to Earth saying that to make up for 2020 for the rest of time. Everything will be perfect. John Wick 69 and Cyberpunk 2078. Totally widespread unrivaled reintegration of most resplendent pole styling. Reddit finally figured out how to exert some meaningful influence over a presidential election. Humans learn to respect each other. Longevity. Matrix 4 is real good. Cyberpunk 2077 was a huge success. It started with customizable genitalia. Reddit overthrew the government. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.